Yes. Low one. Oh, you probably got no good paper upstairs in your room.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off.
Yes. Well, why don't you go up there and look at the area thing to see how.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Badgers offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Oh, he's got some speed. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Rice.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
Oh, that is... Oh, he didn't step out of this.
Into enemy territory and outbound.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense.
Wow.
There, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's leading.
What is like
So most albums were 30 minutes or under.
Quarterback sneak privileges.
Yeah, nice job by the running back. I like he understood that it was 4th and 1. I got to get that first down. And how about the blocking up front, creating a hole, creating some space. Not only did he get the first down, makes the big play, sparks this offense.
He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Badger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead.
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The inside handoff. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin and has its offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Running into the open space.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game.
Found a seam on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. From the gun. Quickly complete. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 13 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
No.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Well, you know she's not on there.
Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. But this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Verrier. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Verrier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it, it's Jameson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's nice.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Out of the end zone. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking for a big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll ride the hot hand.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The sure hands. It's Verrier. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
UCLA 35, Wisconsin 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rice. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Durham. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out, and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. He uncorks from deep. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team.
On to punt it away.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him...
He wants to take the top off.
Oh, my God.
The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's why a
So
lot
I'm trying
of
to get
kids
you a
want to
touchdown.
play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stops.
He even hit
gain
the
of 3.
button to hurt when he didn't even do
After
nothing.
the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Durham. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got him. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal. UCLA.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking for space, it's Rice. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield, it's Durham. Using the quick game.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bruins want to move quickly. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've...
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Perkins. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw, it's Durham. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that second play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Returner is brought down at the 18. And your Wisconsin Badgers take over 1st and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the show